Gus and I spent together at a hotel on May 30th.
You are aware we're on live stream. You want all this personal business out there.
That's perfectly fine. We still see each other romantically. I have all the receipts. I have all the, like I said, just on the other day.
That has nothing to do with it.
It has nothing to do with this, absolutely. But that's why my issue is.
Let me find, yeah. And if she was there for the pickup or whatever, the exchange, were you really texting her and stirring it up? What
I stirred up was, hey, yesterday Gus texted me offering to pay for my pedicure, just FYI. But thanks for watching my daughter today, I guess. Yes, I did text her that, and she was upset. And so
that the cost of the insurance is, for just the child in this case, is $156 a month for the medical insurance and $9 a month for the dental insurance. Parties have agreed to nobody is seeking retroactive support at this time, so that's a non-issue. Parties have also agreed to a judgment on arrears of $0 as of May 31st, 2025. Ms. Rodriguez is willing to waive this amount, so I don't have the FINA ready, but Ms. Rodriguez would like to waive this balance and the unpaid support balance, and I have no objection.
Okay, just so you're aware, it's going to say there's a judgment for a certain amount, whatever the pay record shows. I don't know that number, how high or how low, but it also has a separate paragraph that Ms. Rodriguez, you're waiving it, and then it drops down to the zero. So that's the way the paperwork reads. But I'll have the state ask you questions about that when you're testifying, just to get it on the record. But I understand it'll be a balance after the release of zero. Okay. What else?
In addition to that, Your Honor, no party is seeking non-disclosure at this time.
Mm-hmm.
And the contested issues we have are that of court costs. I'd like for Mr. Campos to pay them due a year from today. He's requesting that this court waive them against him. Also, on the issue of the child's surname, Your Honor, Ms. Rodriguez would like for it to stay the same. Mr. Campos would like for it to be changed to Campos. He'd like for the child's name to be Olivia Michelle Campos.
Is it now Rodriguez? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. On the issue of visitation, Your Honor, Ms. Rodriguez is offering first, third, and fifth weekend of every month, 6 p.m. at Saturday to 6 p.m. at Sunday, with the exchange of the child to occur at the HEB located at 15300 South Interstate 35, Frontage Road, Buda, Texas. Mr. Campos.
That is San Marcos?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know that I don't recognize an address, but
that's in Buda.
Buda, Your Honor.
Okay. Then I just want everybody on the same page before y'all walk out, and so I'll know what the order is going to say. Buda. Okay. It's probably just one at that.
So that's what Ms. Rodriguez is asking for. Mr. Campos, he would like to speak to you about visitation. I'm not certain what his exact position is, but that's what he's requested.
Out of curiosity, what does the temporary order say about visits?
The temporary order currently gives Mr. Campos visitation rights from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. every Sunday. He requires him to give Ms. Rodriguez 24 hours notice, and it requires him to have a driver's license or arrange for someone with transportation to transport him to the pickup and exchange location.
Okay. And that's all? It's limited to the day visits, and then they were coming back to court to resolve it?
Yes, Your Honor. But there's one other thing. I would like this court to take judicial notice of the following criminal causes. I have some concerns. 241681 CR1 and 251659 CR3, both Hayes causes. Now, parties have agreed to what they've agreed to, but I wanted to bring to the court's attention there are some criminal charges going on with Ms. Rodriguez as the victim and Mr. Campos as the perpetrator.
Okay.
Well, I'll take notice that you tell me there's cases out there. I don't know anything about the actual charges or the status of them, but I guess you'll develop some of that for me if necessary.
I Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I'll just
You're
wait.
gonna get to talk, I promise. I'm gonna
Yes,
call you, that's your time. I guess you know how that works since you've been here before.
Yes, ma'am.
Just out of curiosity, nobody said supervised, so there's the term.
No, Your Honor. It's my understanding no one's requesting that.
Okay, that sounds fair. Okay. Then, are you ready to call witnesses, Mr. Asif?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll start with Ms. Rodriguez.
And as you remember, probably been the last time, I don't remember you folks, but I'm probably pretty sure I heard the case. So if I remember you, great. If I don't, you have to repeat everything that I would not have remembered. And then I want to just tell you that as they call each witness, the other person, you know, to remain silent, and it'll be your turn to talk shortly. So take notes or anything so you don't forget, but you'll be given, both of you, the full opportunity to talk. So Mr. Asif, you may call Ms. Rodriguez.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Rodriguez, could you please state your name?
Elizabeth Nicole Rodriguez.
Please state the name of your child.
Olivia Michelle Rodriguez.
Okay. What's your relation, and who's the father of the child?
Agustin Campos.
And what's your relationship with him like?
Just co-parent.
How effectively?
Tell me the age so I know how we're talking about, what child, on the child.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
The age of the child, so I'm aware of that before you go any further.
She is 12, 34.
She's how?
No, she's a year. She's
1
a
year?
year old.
16 months.
Has she had a birthday yet, her first birthday?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It was in February of 2025.
So a few months older than a year. Okay, thank you.
Ms. Rodriguez, what's your relationship with Mr. Campos like?
We try to co-parent.
And what's the current status of your co-parenting relationship?
At the moment, we're okay.
Do you communicate effectively?
In regards to Olivia, yes.
How is the visitation that was, or in the temporary order? How's that been going?
To my understanding, it was okay in a sense of we followed the court order. We worked together in a sense of he followed the rules with showing up on time and showing up to the location we agreed upon and showing up with somebody to drive him.
And how have these visits been going?
I would say okay. I think he's ready to get more time with her.
Okay. Do you have access to private health insurance you can place the child on?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
Do you have access to private health insurance that you can place the child on?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Do you have anything to? What's Mr. Campos's relationship with the child like?
Olivia's still a baby, so honestly, when I am around, she only wants me. But I have seen them both. I mean, he updates me when she is with him, and he'll send me pictures, and she looks happy.
And do you have anything to say about Mr. Campos's criminal charges?
No,
Nothing to say?
no.
Despite those charges, you are still requesting no non-disclosure. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And despite those charges, you're still requesting the joint managing conservatorship?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else that you would?
This court starts with hotel secrets spilling fast, and the very first words set the tone for a showdown no one saw coming.
Like the court to know?
No, I'm just, again, I think we had spoken, we read it out to the judge as far as first, third, fifth weekend, she can spend the night. And I think I spoke with you in regards to the time is a safety net, but I mean, him and I, if needed, we can play it by ear.
Okay. Now on the issue of the child's surname, Ms. Rodriguez, my understanding is you'd like for it to remain the same. Is that correct?
I would like for it to remain the same, but I'm not willing to fight for it.
What are you asking? Are you?
It can, I
Are
mean,
you requesting that the court keep it the same, or?
I would like for, again, yes, I would like for it to stay Rodriguez, but if the court is gonna tell me it needs to change to Campos, I'm not gonna fight him on that.
Okay. Well, the court hasn't made a decision one way or the
Okay.
other yet. Why do you feel the surname should remain the same?
Because she's been in my complete custody. The first year was really rough between Mr. Campos and I, so I just think it's fair.
Okay, then that will be all, ma'am. No further questions, Your Honor. I'll pass the witness.
I told you that I thought it was important that y'all identify with both of you, and maybe a hyphenated name might be a compromise. Would you say yes or no, Ms. Campos? Excuse me, Ms. Rodriguez?
I would say yes if it can be hyphenated.
Which one would come first in your mind?
I am completely okay with it being Rodriguez dash Campos.
Okay. And anything else you weren't asked that you think you need to tell me right now?
No, ma'am.
I guess I like to tell people, and maybe before we talk to Mr. Campos, you should both hear this, is that if I grant what you've requested, then until she's 18, he's only allowed the overnight from Saturday to Sunday, from Saturday night to Sunday night. So that's the 24-hour period. At some point, I guess as time goes on and you all grow up, as well as a child grows up, there might be a chance before a standard possession order can be entered. You may not know yet. The law would allow it at age 3 at the earliest if you all don't agree with it before. But I could even tweak that if I had to allow for the child to be maybe a little older if you're not comfortable with all the holidays, like the month in the summer, alternating Christmases, alternating spring breaks and Thanksgivings, and then Father's Day to him, Mother's Day to you, child's birthday. Each of you has the right to see the child for at least 2 hours if the child is with the other parent. So it's all like 8 pages worth of stuff. And that's a lot of visitation. I'm not considering, and even if I don't even know what he's going to tell me about the visits, if he agrees to it or not. But there's a whole other part that should happen if it's down the road, even if it's not right away. So have you considered that at all, Ms. Rodriguez, or is that something you're not wanting for me to even consider at all?
It's not that I don't want you to consider it. It's just to me, she's still a year old. She's still a baby.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm starting it tomorrow. I probably wouldn't at the most start it at 3 years and maybe even longer if you think that's.
I mean, if 3 years, if you want to say this is going to be the schedule until she's 3, I'm fine with that. I think at 3, it's appropriate I think at 3, she'd have a better understanding of, you know.
So that I'm not remembering, but probably, did you have a hearing in front of me and that's what I ordered, or did you all agree to that on your own? That first set of visitations from the last order?
That is, if I'm not mistaken, I can be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, I think that is what you suggested and I went with it. Originally, I did suggest supervised visits. And you questioned that. We dealt with that, and that's when we agreed with Sundays. And Mr. Campos has asked for more time. So I asked if he would he suggested as well that he wants her to spend the night, and I'm fine with that.
I was just trying to remember if y'all agreed to it or if I saw you here. You don't remember being in a courtroom having a contested hearing? Usually
Yeah.
people
Are you
remember.
talking to me?
No, I'm just still talking to Ms. Rodriguez because she.
Yes. It was a suggestion that you made and we both agreed on the Sundays only. And that's what we went with.
Thank you, Ms. Campos. Now, Ms. Rodriguez, you remember that happened? You were in court?
Yes, I was with you. Yes, I do
Yes.
remember it, but I'm just saying, I can't remember the exact, it was honestly, if I'm being 1,000% honest, it wasn't a great hearing. It was a lot of fighting. It was a lot of back and forth.
Okay.
It's very different from where we're at now.
See, that's what I hope that happens with most people, and sometimes it does not, and that's kind of sad, but I'm glad it worked for you and that y'all have moved along, but yeah, we still have the future, but if you're okay with standard at 3, well, we'll talk to Mr. Campos in a minute. Now, anything else you want to say, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then, Mr. S, if you want to call Mr. Campos.
Yes, Your Honor. Let's call Mr. Campos. Okay, Mr. Campos, can you please state your name?
Agustin Campos.
Please state the name of your child.
Olivia Rodriguez.
Who's the mother of your child?
Elizabeth Rodriguez.
What's your relationship like with her?
Decent.
What's your relationship like with your daughter?
Great.
Okay, what's the current co-parenting arrangement?
When we went to What are you asking me? Like, what's a? It's,
We set some temporary orders.
yeah,
How have those been going for you, sir?
not good at all.
Okay, what problems are you having?
I've seen my daughter 3 times, and since the last time I was here in court.
Have you been appearing to visits?
Yep, I've been at that HEB, and Mrs. Rodriguez has not shown up.
Did you give her the required 24 hours notice?
I don't know. I only give her a required notice if I'm not going to show up. The judge said that I'm there. Only reach out to her if I'm not going to be there.
Okay. So what are you asking the court to do?
What I'm asking for the court to do is I'm going to keep on getting in trouble because I want time with my daughter. Okay. Mrs. Rodriguez is going to tell you all day long, I wasn't there. I was an absent father. I was a deadbeat. And I will agree with her. She's 100% correct. But that doesn't mean that I can't make up the time and start getting my time with her. Mrs. Rodriguez is a great mom. I have nothing bad to say about her. I get where she's coming from. I know she thinks that I don't deserve my daughter, and I get where she's coming from just because of the way I was with her while she was pregnant and while Olivia was a baby. I get it 100%. But I'm not trying to fight with Ms. Rodriguez. I know she feels a certain type of way about her. I know that we both love Olivia. I know that Olivia loves Ms. Rodriguez more because, of course, she has her more. And I get that. I don't want Ms. Rodriguez to get in trouble. I just want my time with my daughter. And Mrs. Rodriguez didn't do a good job of letting me see her, whatever it may have been. All I'm requesting from this court at this certain time is just for them to I don't even know if this is possible because I'm going to end up in more trouble if I'm out trying to get my daughter, trying to reach out to Mrs. Rodriguez to get my daughter. I'm going to get in more trouble and nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. I know I'm an adult. I know I should be able to be like, oh, well, I don't get to see my daughter today, but that's not the way I work. You know, it really bothers me, you know?
Big clash over money, a child's name, and family pride, as each side digs in and refuses to back down an inch.
And like I said, I know where Mrs. Rodriguez is coming from. I'm not blaming her. I just want there to be something in place where Mrs. Rodriguez drops her off and I pick her up and it's documented how that goes. I don't want, I just want my time. That's all I want. I don't want anything extra. I'll pay the back child support. I never even said I wasn't going to pay the court costs. I just said, I don't even know what I said, but I'll pay the court costs. I'll pay anything. I just want my time with my daughter. And like I said, I understand where Mrs. Rodriguez is coming from. I haven't been the best father, but I could start being a good dad. That's it. It's just what I want to say. That's it. I just don't want to get into any more trouble. And that's what it's going to lead to if I don't have something like this in place. I know y'all probably don't, sympathize with me and I get it, but that's just what I want and what I need.
Okay, sir. Are you open to the visitation schedule Miss Rodriguez is offering?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm up for it.
Okay.
But I just can't have her having sole control of I'm not gonna show up today. I can't have that. Like, because then I don't get her. And it's just she holds that ultimate power, and I get it. She deserves that ultimate power, but I want my daughter too, and I just want to see what the courts can do to kind of help me out a little bit. Because I know I'm just going to get into more trouble. And if y'all don't care if I get in trouble, fine. Like, I get it. Y'all are going to be like, well, Mr. Campos, you're a grown-ass man. You should be able to just say, hey, I didn't get her today and go on about my life, right? Because I wasn't there before and this and that. But I'm just trying to get something in place like that. I don't even know if it's possible.
Okay, sir. Are you employed?
Yes,
What do you do for work?
I'm an electrician.
How much do you make?
What do you mean? I make $39.99 an hour.
Thank you, sir. How many hours do you work a week?
40 hours roughly. If things kick up, I work more. If things die down, I work less.
Do you have any other children?
Yes, 3.
Do they live with you?
No.
Have you been ordered to pay support for them?
Yes.
Do you have access to private health insurance that you can place the child on?
Yes, and she is on.
And what is the cost of that health insurance to you?
It's $190 a week.
And is that the cost for the entire plan?
Yes.
How many people are on this plan?
5.
Okay. Does this plan include dental?
Yes.
How much is the dental?
$10, and that includes vision as well. But I know y'all say I don't count that.
Okay. And how many people are on that dental plan?
Everybody 5.
And when you say $10, can you clarify that's $10 a week?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Have you changed your position on court costs, sir?
I never said that I wouldn't. I think I
Okay.
questioned something.
Okay, so are you in agreement to pay the court costs for the setting then?
Yes, I'm not fighting about that. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Is there anything else that you'd like the court to know?
No, it's it. I just want the court to know that I'm gonna keep on getting in trouble if I don't have access to my daughter. I know that I don't even know if I should say it that way. I know y'all are gonna be like, whatever, Mr. Campos, just tighten your shit up and behave. But I don't know what else to do. I'm coming to y'all. Maybe y'all can help me out. If not, then I guess it won't be that way.
I have no further questions, Your Honor. I'll pass the witness.
You want to ask anything about the surname, sir? Mr. Asif, the surname?
Mr. Campos, are you?
I don't want her name.
I believe
I want Olivia Campos. She's my daughter.
you're requesting her name to be changed to Olivia Campos?
Yes, I want
Okay.
Olivia Campos
Please explain to the court why.
because that's what her name should be. Because that's what's tradition. That's what's family. That's what it is. That she takes a father's surname.
Okay, thank you, sir. No further questions, Your Honor. I'll pass the witness.
Well, time doesn't stand still and different cultures do different things and,
Yeah. Well, I get it, Your Honor. I get it.
Okay, let me start with, you can't tell me you're going to get in trouble. What does that mean? You're going to go beat the hell out of her? Don't even.
I never said that. I never said that. I never said that.
But it concerned me because I don't know what those.
No, I never said that because then I start calling and I start texting and then it turns into that I'm harassing her and I'm just trying to get a hold of my daughter.
Well, I'll talk to her in a minute, but how many times were you supposed to have gotten the child between the last court and now?
Every Sunday.
Did you count how many that should have been?
Yeah, I have it by date. You want me to read it all to you?
No, just count the number of Sundays you should have had between the court date and now. And
we had court when March, right? March 12th. So
okay.
it should have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I didn't see her for 2 whole months.
It was supposed to be 12 times?
No, I can't remember. When was the last court date? The 15th, right? And it was supposed to go into effect April 1st. So April 1st, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. And I only saw her 3.
Okay. And did you ever get a reason why you didn't see her the other times?
No. I Mother's Day, I tried. I said, can I get her Saturday? She said no. She just wouldn't answer. She wouldn't reply. She just wouldn't. She just didn't want me to. She just didn't want me to have her. That was it. She just didn't want me to have her. There's no reason. There's no rhyme. There's no nothing.
Okay. So by the trouble you're talking about is just you're gonna get in her face or call her and try to figure it out.
Ma'am, you're like
I'm not. No, stop. Don't call me.
Your Honor, you're at a 10 right now. You're at a 10.
Suppose you don't get to tell me what I am or I am not. You need if you're fighting with a court in a courtroom on live stream, what the hell's going to happen out there? So I'm not pushing buttons on purpose, but your buttons are getting pushed somehow, and that's what I'm trying to figure out how bad it is or how not bad it is, sir.
Any of that, like I'm not.
Are those charges going to go away? You think you're going to get tried, or do you have any idea what's going to happen to whatever those charges are?
No idea. I have no idea.
Just some light, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, what, Mr. Asif?
I can shed some light, Your Honor.
Oh, well, go ahead, tell me then.
So I'd like to give the court notice of the three charges I mentioned prior. One is for PREFCR 242147D. That's the first one. That's for abandonment or endangerment of a child.
That's been dismissed. It's not.
It was. Yes, Mr. Campos is correct. That was subsequently dismissed.
Why even bring it up?
The next charge is 241681CR1, assault to causing bodily injury to a family member. My understanding is Mr. Campos has been convicted and is awaiting sentencing. Likewise for
I have not been convicted. I haven't even been to court for that. I don't even know where you're seeing that.
The other charge is 2516.
No, will you clear that up? Have I been convicted?
Your Honor, please, some order.
Well, Mr. Asif, can you answer the question? If he's contesting what you just said, I don't know where you get it from. So
I'm looking at the Hayes Register of Actions right now, Your Honor. It says assault caused bodily injury to a family member, misdemeanor A. There was a sentencing setting on May 29th that was rescheduled.
Okay.
So how could it show conviction if it was rescheduled?
Well, my understanding is there was a sentencing setting.
Well, that means that, where did you see that it was, I think you said convicted. Do you see that, or you just see the scheduling? How do you know the sentencing itself wasn't rescheduled?
It was rescheduled. The whole thing was rescheduled. I haven't even gone to court for any of it.
Okay, but you don't see that there's an order of conviction, Mr. Asif, because those are two separate things, whether they rescheduled it or whether they sentenced him.
No, Your Honor, I was incorrect. I was operating off of inaccurate information.
Then what's the third charge?
So, the third charge is 25165CR3. That is, I don't believe any of these he's been convicted for, has been indicted for. The active charges are 2416881CR1, assault causing bodily injury to a family member, and 251695CR3, harassment in violation of a bond, as well as a protective order, which I also wanted to bring to your attention, Your Honor. There's a protective order involved in this case.
Why didn't you do that with mom's testimony?
She opted not to testify about it.
Okay. Is there a protective order, an active protective order, Mr. Rodriguez?
I think there is.
Things get heated as criminal charges suddenly hit the courtroom floor, shifting the mood from tense to explosive in seconds.
Sorry?
I'm asking you, is there an active protective order?
I'm gonna be 1000% honest. I get when I ask about it, I'm told yes, and I'm told no, and I'm told, you read between the lines. Honestly, it depends which officer I'm speaking to at the time.
It's not about talking to an officer. It's about being in a courtroom where unless you didn't go, but
I've never gone to court for a protective order. The protective order that I was aware of was a protective order that was connected to a bond condition from the assault that took place a year ago.
Okay, but usually the judge tells you, and he's in open court, and
I've never spoken to a judge, ma'am.
And usually there's an order, and then it lasts 2 years or a lifetime. There's different things that happen. You don't have anything any official gave you that says carry with you at all times in case something happens.
Then I am told I had a protective order that was possibly 60 or 90 days. It was a year ago. It was 60 or 90 days. It expired.
Yeah.
I was going to renew it, but I dropped everything.
It's an emergency protective order that you gave.
Yes, sorry. That's what it was an emergency protective order. And then
happens
from there, all I had was the bond condition from the assault, and the condition of bond stated that we were supposed to have no contact. He wasn't allowed to threaten me. He wasn't allowed this, that, and this, X, Y, and Z. Really, I could pull it up if you need me to, but
No, that you've explained what you have and what you don't have. You don't have a full 2-year protective.
no, I don't have a full 2-year protective order.
You dropped the protective order case you didn't go forward with it.
Correct.
Okay, now I'm shocked, or actually I'm impressed that y'all have gotten beyond that. If that just happened about a year ago, that you're willing to do all sorts of things now, or that you seem to be thinking it's going better than it was. Did I get that right, Ms. Rodriguez, or am I missing something? You're not
Miss
answering.
Madrigal, if I'm being 1,000% honest with you, this is how we've been for the last 3 years. A week ago, Gus and I were trying to fix our relationship. So
What?
I don't know.
By getting along, or fix it by getting back together? I'm not sure what you meant.
We've tried so many things before. Yes, I have. The first 2 Sundays, I believe, I did give the baby to him. We followed the court order. He did show up with I don't want to say a driver, but somebody did drive him like he was supposed to. We did pick up and drop off the way the court order stated. We fight. Yes, I do stay away because yes, I will 1,000% admit I am still carrying on everything he's done to me when I was pregnant, the first year, the no assist, like no helping me. He wanted nothing to do with her. And then I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it, but he's waiting for a judge to tell him it's your time to be a father.
Adrian's got a week at McCoy Hall.
After our last court in March, I offered, would you like to get her this Sunday? Nope, I'm gonna wait until April 1st. So what is it? If you're gonna sit here with me and cry, why would you wait for a judge to tell you this is when you're gonna get your daughter when I have offered her just a week ago, ma'am?
Because
Gus and I.
then I can force
One
it.
at a time, Mr. Campos. Let me get finished with her. I'll come back to you. But
Yes, he is absolutely
there
right.
are times-
I did, he's right. I'm not being.
Stop, Ms. Rodriguez, stop. There are times when people don't want to do things, so there's something in writing with a judge's name on it that says what's supposed to happen, because if you get in trouble, it's going to be a he said, she said, and it's going to be a mess without a court order to show to the police or whatever, whoever the authorities are that show up. So I can kind of see that that's what might have happened. However, since April, if the 2 Sundays happened, what happened to the rest of the 10 days that he was entitled to, the 8 days or 7 days, if you only let him see him 3? Why did you not allow visits for those extra times? Or they're not extra?
That's fine. I'm just pulling up a calendar. I'm sorry. I'm not doing anything inappropriate. I'm just pulling up a calendar. So our order started on April 1st. So the first Sunday he got her was April 6th, April 13th, April 20th was Easter. April 27th, I will just admit that no, he did not get her. I'm
Because
sorry?
why?
Well, I'm asking why you didn't let him have her for Easter, if that was the order of the schedule.
Because he got her last Easter and he had me on a wild goose chase looking for her. I
Okay.
have all the receipts and proof of it.
Okay, so what happened after that? After April 20th, what's the next one? April 27th?
April 27th, I think I had zero contact with him. I blocked him from everything just because the fighting just gets worse and we get really ugly with each other. I don't have an excuse for May 4th.
Wait, did you thought that allowed you right to not let him visit that Sunday, no matter how bad it got between y'all? That you get to decide when it happens or doesn't happen?
Gus said it himself. He was gonna get himself in trouble.
Well, there's such a thing as allowing somebody else to take the child if y'all can't be in the same room together, the same parking lot in public together. So why would you have just not allowed a visit?
Because that's somebody he likes to egg on. That somebody is his on and off girlfriend. Her and I unfortunately do not get along for many reasons. And that's his way of, yes, I can say, hey, I don't want, do I hold Olivia over his head? He's gonna say yes all day. I don't want to be that person. I really don't. I'm sorry, I don't.
But why don't you
comes off
take
that way.
somebody with you as a witness so that maybe somebody can keep you away from him and the girlfriend and just exchange the child? Why haven't you done or tried or thought about it? Why are you denying visits under a court order? That's my.
Can I speak or no? Not yet.
You can allow him to speak. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not gonna. You don't get to decide what I do.
Well, I mean, because I want to hear what he has to say.
I know, and I will, but I want to hear what you have to say about why.
I don't have anybody because nobody wants to be around Gus.
Not
You
even
don't, I'm
going
sorry, Miss Madrigal. I'm not trying to raise my
I'm
voice
not
at
Miss
you.
Madrigal, I'm Judge Madrigal.
Okay,
Even
I'm sorry,
with
Judge.
court order, even with a person in the car to help you stay away from
I
each other.
don't have anybody, and neither does he. We've made it 3 years with assaults, with harassment charges, with everybody's seen everything Gus has said about her. Nobody wants to help me, and nobody understands why are you still allowing him to see? And I can sit here all day and say because Judge Madrigal asked, well, it put it in a court order that I have to. Every once in a while, my mom will help me, and she only does it for the sake of the kids, but I don't have anybody else, and neither does Gus.
That's a lie.
Okay, stop.
Okay, well,
No, I'm
I'm not
telling
gonna
you,
speak for him, I'm
stop
sorry.
interrupting him. So what's going to happen under this court order with the extra visit? Yes, that'll help. Hopefully he'll bond quicker, better, or whatever. If you're not worried about the child being in his possession, what I'm worried about is the two of you not being able to get along and setting fireworks off. Hopefully not the bad kind that lands people in jail, but that's not good for the kid. That's for to see the parents fighting. That's not supposed to be allowed, but y'all are parents. You should know better. But if you don't, you don't, or you can't control yourselves, you can't. But how do I fix it? Do you have a rational way where I can fix it so I know you're not going to deny it because you don't want to show up to have a fight with him, but you still have to show up somehow and have the child show up to let him have his visits.
I understand, and yes, Gus is trying, and maybe, I don't know, for all I know, maybe it's a personal, I need to see a therapist in a sense of I need to let go of what happened the first 16 months. But it does bother me that he's waited this long to finally have a relationship with his daughter, and I don't know. I wish I could answer you honestly, and I wish I had an answer, period. I don't know. I'm trying, and I know he's trying.
Now you don't know how you're going to fix the relationship because it's going to take the two of you, not one. But if you can't, you shouldn't have any contact. But what can I do to make sure the visit happens without putting either of you in trouble? Do you have any ideas, Ms. Rodriguez?
Judge, the last time I asked for supervised visits and they got denied.
Well, are you telling me the child has come back harmed or in some
No, she's complete,
And I
no,
was
no, absolutely not.
of the child? It's just you two in the same area to exchange a child that's the problem. So how do I fix that?
I don't know.
Okay. Mr. Campos, what do you want to say in response? You're muted, so I can't hear you now. You need to unmute.
There it is. So Mother's Day weekend, I was like, hey, Sunday's coming up. Let me have her Saturday. No, you can't have her Saturday because I know you want to have her on Sunday. Nothing happened. Same thing. It was always something. That's why I'm telling you that I'm asking. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm asking if there could be a place.
She faces a judge, balancing truth, custody, and the family name, every word carrying the weight of her future.
Place where we can, because Ms. Rodriguez isn't going to show up. She's not going to show up. And what am I supposed to do?
Okay. Y'all might live in a county that's big enough that has a place for exchanges, but it costs money. Are you able to do that where it's you just
I should have to foot that bill?
well, or maybe I'll split it between y'all if it's both of you are the problem. I don't know. But there's only a place that I know for cost where no, let me finish. The exchanges are that's what they do as a business model. And I think it's done in most of the bigger urban counties. And then the one parent shows up earlier to drop off the child and is gone by the time the other parent shows up to pick up the child to avoid the darn conflict. That's what they're for. Except I don't know how to do it for free if y'all don't have anybody you both trust that can be the exchange person for you. She said she didn't have anybody. So can you address that, Mr. Campos? How do I fix that problem that y'all can't get along in the same parking lot?
She's being very extra. She's being very extra. Now, that they don't like me, that's one thing. That's one thing. But they can show up. We did two good, clean drop-offs that were nice. That she doesn't like the sight of my girlfriend, which I get. She can't stand. But that's what she wanted. That somebody be there. at all times, you know?
But let me ask you, I forgot this part, but you didn't have a driver license when I saw you in March, and you have one now, or when? Or
I'm, I'm working on it. No, I don't have one, ma'am.
do you have to take somebody and she's the one that drives you there? Is that the deal?
Yes. Yes.
Well, you're doing the right thing. However, can anybody else drive you that's not your girlfriend that sets off Ms. Rodriguez?
I'm with her 24/7. Like, I gotta go bother somebody else. But okay, that's if Mrs. Rodriguez shows up. Why am I gonna go bother somebody else if she's not going to show up?
Because you get your child if she does, and you get to write it down that she didn't. And that's the other part of a business that does that. They keep journals, and they would be able to, you'd get a report that says whatever and bring it to the court if necessary.
And then I have to get a lawyer, right?
Well,
And then I have to get a lawyer, and then
yeah,
I don't have money for lawyers. I don't have money for lawyers. And so, what
yeah,
you're so, long story short, I just it's all in Mrs. Rodriguez's hands. If she wants to give me my daughter, fine. If she doesn't, all I could do is I didn't get her today. Oh, maybe next time, and then that's all I get. Right? That's all I have.
I'm trying to prevent that. I'm trying to figure out what I should do to prevent that. And I have some ability to do some things, and I'm not ready to tell you that, but I'm still trying to figure it out. So you don't have anybody that you could bring that's short of your girlfriend. Is that what you're saying?
I can, but that's not saying that she's gonna show up.
I get that part, but can you bring somebody else that replaces the driver girlfriend, or do you have to come to and you bring another person?
I could bring my dad. It's not a big deal.
Your dad could drive you there with your
Bring
girlfriend?
my dad, my mom, my brother. I could bring anybody.
But it's not your girlfriend's car that they'll be driving. They'll be bringing you in their own vehicle, and your girlfriend can stay home. I need to know that.
Yeah. What? I can't drive my girlfriend's. Oh, no. It'll be in their car. In their car.
Your car. I'm just trying to minimize the conflict till y'all can get to the point where you have those nice clean drop-offs that happen at least twice. Was the girlfriend at either of those, the ones that worked?
Yeah, she was at two of them, and the third one, when Ms. Rodriguez saw my girlfriend, she started texting her, talking crap to her.
Okay. But you're willing to have somebody else drive you that's not your girlfriend.
If that's what I need to do, Your Honor, I will do that. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sometimes you have to do what it takes till you're on the same page. Okay, anything else you want to say on any of the other issues, Mr. Campos?
No, that's it. That's it. Like, I get, like I said, I get where Mrs. Rodriguez is coming from. I get it, and I get that she may think that I'm not being sincere, but like I want to start getting my daughter. I want to be in her life. She knows who I am. She loves me to death. She comes right to me. That little girl loves me. Whether Mrs. Rodriguez wants to admit it or not, she loves me. She knows exactly who I am.
Where they are?
She knows who Dad is, and she loves me. And
Okay.
and it's in her hands, I guess.
Okay. So if Ms. Rodriguez, if he brought somebody else and not the girlfriend, would that solve the problem or not?
Yes, ma'am, and I have asked him, there's one of the drop-offs, I believe, was Memorial Weekend. I dropped her off at his parents, and I met up with him, and my mom was with me because we went to the lake that day. So he watched Olivia that day. So I dropped her off since it was his parents' house is on the way to the lake, and on the way to pick up, he was at pinballs with his other kids and the baby, which was fine. I was with my mom, and like he said, it was a clean drop off and pick up because of the fact that there was it was a clean drop off and pick up. When I picked her up, he stated she's fed, she's changed, she had a good day, and he's absolutely right. Olivia does love him. She does know who he is, and it's a matter of the only issue is when I'm around, she only wants me. So I'm perfectly fine with, the first drop off was not pretty at all. It was hard. She did not want to go with him. I did record it, not to be ugly, but to prove like it does take time. You're absolutely right. It does take time. But I mean, when I picked her up, she seemed happy. She was clean, fed, changed, all the above.
Well, that's what I was hoping. I was hoping that a bunch of Sundays would have gotten you over that hurdle, but not that many happened.
No, I understand that, ma'am, but the issue is because again, TMI, not that it has anything to really do with this, but Gus and I still see each other romantically. I have all the receipts. I have all the, like I said, just on the other
That
day,
has nothing to do with it.
Stop.
it
Okay.
has nothing to do with this, absolutely, but that's why my
Okay.
issue
Well,
is
let
with
me
my
find
girlfriend.
yeah, and if she was there for the pickup or whatever, the exchange, were you really texting her and stirring it up? What
Yeah.
happened?
What I stirred up was, hey, yesterday Gus texted me offering to pay for my pedicure, just FYI, but thanks for watching my daughter today, I guess. Yes, I did text her that and she was upset. And so she did not take Gus to to drop off the baby. Gus showed up on his own in his own vehicle, but I still took the baby. It was fine. And that was it.
So
I
you-
have offered it, Judge, I'm so sorry, but this is what I mean by like, you said it yourself. You do what it takes, basically. And I have told him, like, is there nobody else you can bring? Like, can your dad not bring you? Nope, I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring Maddie. I'm gonna bring Maddie. I'm gonna bring Maddie. And it's just one of those things where it's like, if you really wanted your daughter, you will do what it takes.
And if you really wanted to obey a court order, you'd have been there too. You didn't want to obey a court order, I presume.
1,000, I understand that.
Oh,
And why did you not? Why did you violate the court order? I'm not sure I got an answer out of you.
I think it's because, again, I'm still upset at the fact that he waited for a judge to tell him it's time to step up and be a dad. And these are the days you're going to get her. Because even himself,
Yes.
he had all opportunity last Sunday to get her. And the last 2 Sundays, he didn't get her. And I did offer her, and he was fine not getting her.
when?
Okay.
This
One
last
thing at a
Sunday.
time. Ms. Rodriguez,
Yes, ma'am.
you expect him to obey a court order. You expect him to obey whatever other things.
I don't expect anything from Gus.
A pedicure, a romantic.
I didn't ask for him to.
Oh,
He
no,
texted me trying to be nice.
I'm just trying to make a point because you're telling me things that are so conflicting. I'm not sure I'm buying it, or if I am.
Gus and I spent together at a hotel on May 30th.
You are aware we're on live stream. You want all this personal business out there.
That's perfectly fine. We spent together at a hotel on the 30th until the 31st. So
Okay.
technically he was with our daughter. The 3 of us were together. I asked him, are you going to get her June 1st, which is a Sunday? Because I had plans that day. He said, we'll play it by ear. He never asked to see her.
So you're so mad at him to not let him visit because you're still stuck on he didn't want to start April 1st, that you spend the night with him or the day with him or whatever.
I waited 3 months to do all of this fun stuff. I mean,
no, but I'm talking about you're spending the time with him, then you must trust him. Why the heck why are you violating a court?
He owns up to the past, fighting hard for his little girl's future, proving this battle is about far more than just paperwork.
Order. I expect him to follow it by paying child support. And at the end of this, because right now in temporary orders, nobody's going to do anything. That's true, because we're going to finalize before anybody takes up any enforcement. But you're subject to the order too. He could.
I understand that. I completely understand that. And
I am not done. You're interrupting me. He could get a lawyer. He could file against you for contempt of court for not obeying the visitation order, and you could land in front of a judge. And yes, they could put you in jail, or they could give him more visitation to make up for it. Or I don't know, if you do it often enough and it's an alienation, they might give him custody if he actually went forward.
And I'm sorry. I am fully aware of that. But I'm sorry. My point being is, and I've admitted it. Yes, maybe I still am upset that he waited for a judge to tell him it's time for you. Now you can see her, even though again, he still waited.
Okay.
And we have a court order. Yes, ma'am.
I get it. So what's going to happen now with another court order? Are you still going to use it against him because you didn't go get counseling?
No, we're going to try again.
And if it fails, what, you're going to still violate the court order and not?
And if it fails, then Gus has every right to hire a lawyer and bring me to, and let's move with what, let's move with the
So you need to obey a court order.
1,000%. I agree. We both need to obey a court order. He is in trouble because he doesn't obey a court order.
Or you could get a lawyer to file, if I did a final order, to come back to change it. You pay the money to change the court order if it's not working for whatever reason. But you don't stop visits. You need to allow visits. You're under a court order too.
I understand that, and I will try. I'll keep trying.
You got to succeed. You have to do everything it takes to do your part, just like you expect him to do everything it takes, including me ordering him to leave the girlfriend behind and find others, at least for right now. Because
Okay.
what I'm going to do for you people is I'm going to do another temporary order so I can see you back here again. Because I am concerned about his right to have his visits if things are going well, and your ability to just say, oh, whatever, doesn't apply to me. I'm not going to get in trouble, or wait till the lawyer in the court comes in a year or two later. That's not right. He's
Okay.
not bonding with the child. He has the right. And now that you've resolved or will resolve some of the criminal issues, I don't know what's going to happen, Mr. Campos. If you're up in jail, that's a whole nother thing. Or
I'm not gonna go to
I hope not, but I don't know that. I know nothing about your criminal cases other than you have them. Okay, Mr. Rusty, if you had your hand up, what do you want to say?
Your Honor, I believe we can do final orders today. I don't think temps are strictly
How are
necessary.
you going to see that this order is complied with, Mr. Rusty? You're not having this.
Well, Your Honor, we're here to establish the orders, not to enforce them.
I know that.
That's the
But I
issue.
will do what it takes for me to do, and you can argue it final at the when we're closing or whatever, that you don't want a temporary order, and I'll overrule you, because at this point I think it's in the kids' interest, and that's my job, the best
Yes,
interest
Your
of
Honor.
whether I agree with the state or not. I don't have to do what the state wants all the time. Okay, on the issues before the court. I didn't hear this, but let me ask you, Ms. Rodriguez. Mr. Asif said you were willing to give up whatever balance you owe in child support. He owes in child support. Is that true or not? Okay, you're muted. If you would unmute.
Your Honor, if we're doing temps, perhaps we could reserve the issues of arrears, retro, and court costs.
Are the numbers changing at all as far as child support and medical support?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then okay, well, I don't know. Ms. Rodriguez, are you wanting to waive or not the back pay?
Okay, just so we clarify, the back pay in a sense of for the first year or for the month of April?
Mr. Trustee, if you want to address that, because I don't know what the first year was or whether there was.
Yes.
Don't
yes,
worry about it, don't worry about it, you don't have to repeat it, no, I will waive all back pay.
Okay,
We have the option of reserving it.
It's okay, don't worry about it, no, it's completely fine.
you know, if I order that
I
because
understand, I honestly, I don't mean to be rude, I don't want to talk about money anymore.
I also don't want you to feel like you're coerced into something that I'm not trying to do
I
anything.
understand that, I don't want to talk about money anymore, I don't want it.
And you can afford the child without that back pay.
Yes, that's fine.
I was told, if I remember right, that already back pay was waived, the back pay that before the March order.
Okay, it's fine.
March, April,
It's
May,
fine.
support, you're willing to give up whatever you didn't pay
Yes,
on.
I will give it up.
And is that true, Mr. Asif, that retroactive was not granted by agreement at the original order, or was that a reserved issue that I haven't heard about
I
yet?
believe it was reserved, Your Honor, but I want to double check and make sure.
Yeah, am I not hearing you straight, or am I making things up? I thought you said no retro was requested, mother waives current balance.
Yes, today that was my understanding. But in light of us doing temporary orders, my position is now I think it'd be more
I
appropriate
want
to
to
reserve
know
it.
if the temporary order addresses retroactive and what it says. If it was reserved or if it was not granted. That's the part I don't know, and I didn't understand you.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm pulling that right now. I'm fairly confident it was reserved, but let me take another look. Okay, I have in front of me the temporary order from March 2025. In this order, this order doesn't say anything about, it doesn't say anything about retroactive support. So
How do we leave that out? We never leave that
well,
out.
it's,
It's reserved, or if something's granted or something. Or it's waived, even if it's a temporary order. Some people do that too.
I don't see it explicitly stated it was reserved, but the order does say any issues not addressed shall be reserved.
Ma'am, you didn't want to talk about the any of the back pay child support until today. That's why we completely left it out of the temporary orders.
Then you might still be entitled to some back pay before the temporary order.
And I understand that, and I do appreciate that, but can we please waive all of it?
Even if you're coming back and you might change your mind? Because
Even
I'm
if I go
not
back,
intending to
I
do,
understand that, but can we knock completely one thing off of the list?
not if you're gonna blame the court or somebody else that you felt stressed or pressured, and I don't do things like that.
No, I mean,
Okay,
just how you're giving Gus another chance with visitations, I mean, and you're giving both of us another chance with trying again without any one of us getting in trouble, like, can we please just take off the back pay?
I'm gonna ask the state to put that in the order that mother is willing to relinquish any request for back pay, but I'm still reserving it, and that's on me.
Your Honor.
And if you still don't want it, then you don't have to ask for it, but I'm not gonna make it look like I'm pressuring you for that. There's no way I'm gonna do that.
You're
So,
not, and
mother
again, if I
intends
have to testify for it in a sense of, hey, Gus is right, I did not give the baby to him, there was no reason for him to pay child support.
Those two things are not tied together, so you don't have to give a back pay even if you didn't get visits.
Okay,
I'm just being honest, Mr. Campos. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, whether you like it or not. Either of you like it or
okay,
not. Okay, so I'm gonna, but he has a right to ask for makeup visits too, so just be aware of that. Because I don't think it's fair, it was denied, but I think makeup by overnights might help a lot. But again, I'm gonna make a finding that mother is willing to waive retroactive support. But at court's insistence, the issue is approved. And I want you to put those words exactly at the court's insistence.
Yes, Your Honor.
Retro is reserved. Okay. The other things, there was just the visits and the surname. Anything else you want to say about the surname, ma'am?
I'm sorry?
Anything else you want to say about the surname? I heard your original request, but now do you have anything else to say about that?
No, I like your suggestion with the hyphenation.
Okay, Mr. Campos, anything else you want to say about the surname?
I do not want her name hyphenated. No, like none of her other daughters have their name hyphenated. She doesn't have her name hyphenated. Her sister doesn't have a name hyphenated. Her mom doesn't have her name.
The judge presses hard, tension rising as words edge toward warning, leaving everyone in the room holding their breath.